Shabbat shalom, everybody. I'm so happy to see you all here this evening to honor our wonderful executive directors and thank them and welcome them. And it's so nice to be able to be together in community. Lately, that is the thing that is keeping me going, which is the idea of Jewish community and what we can do as a group for one another and the space that we can make for one another. So I'm really grateful to be with all of you this evening. We are going to celebrate Shabbat with song and joy and music because that's what we have done for generations, and we're going to continue it now in our quest for defiant joyfulness. And so we are going to join together with the candle lighting. I'm going to invite Lorelai and Tessa both to come forward to light the candles this evening. Is that the noise you really wanted? That was the noise you wanted? All right. We're on page 9. Thank you for being here. We're going to continue with Higale, which you'll find on page 7, in the middle of the page, talking about a Sukkot Shalom, a Sukkot Shlomecha, a shelter of peace. Welcoming Shabbat with Lecha Dodi, which we will find on page 14. We are going to turn to page 17 for Hatzi Kaddish. For those of you who are here often, you hear me say this, but I like to say it a lot, so I'm going to say it again. We have 5 different Kaddishes throughout our service. We will do 2 of them. And the Kaddish is a prayer that's used for transition. It moves us from the Kabbalat Shabbat, the welcoming of Shabbat, into the Ma'ariv service, the rest of the normal evening service. And it is a prayer of strings, of words of strings. It's a prayer that strings together words of praise. And for me, I don't know about you, but transitions are often the hardest times for me to be grateful. The moments of not knowing what's going to happen next, of perhaps thinking, I'm not really being able to see what the future might hold. And so for our tradition to teach us to be grateful in those moments allows us to open ourselves to the possibilities of anything. And that's why I like the Kaddish. So, will you join me around page 17? Israel, Shemeda Pudisha Barihu, La'ela Minko Birchata V'Shirata, Tushbechata V'Nachemata, Ta'amiran Realma, V'Yimeru, Amen. Please rise if you are doing so. So on the back of, if you got a paper, or if you didn't make a friend, on the back is an alternative Mari Baravi. Our prayer literally means thank you, God, for evening the evenings. Not like making even the evenings, but for causing them to be. So we will join together in this prayer, a different reading of the same prayer, just a different interpretation. Will you join me? Praised are you, God, ruler of the universe, who has ordained the rhythm of light. The day with its light calls to activity and exertion. But when the day wanes, when, with the setting of the sun, colors fade, we cease from our labors and welcome the tranquility of the night. The subdued light of the moon and stars, the darkness and the stillness about us invite rest and repose. Truthfully, we yield to the quiet of sleep, for we know that while we are unaware of what goes on within and around us, our powers of body and mind are renewed. Therefore, at this evening hour, we seek composure of spirit. We give thanks for the day and its tasks, and for the night and its rests. Praised are you, God, who brings on the evening. Yeah, page 20. Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Baruch Shem Kevod Malchutzo Le'olam Va'ed Baruch Shem Kevod Malchutzo Le'olam Va'ed Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavecha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'otecha v'hayu הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבבך ושננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשיטתך בביתך ובמלאכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם מאוד על ידך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובישעריך. Bottom 24. למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם אלוהים אני אדוני אלוהיכם. And continue with Micha Mocha, which you will find on page 25. most beautiful things about the Ma'ariv, the evening service, is the way in which it lines us up to get ready for the rest of our evening and to go to sleep. Hashkivenu is a prayer that we pray about letting us lie down in peace and rise up to a world renewed. And a prayer for a Sukkot Shalom, a shelter of peace, shows up again here. which feels important to me these days. On page 26. Ashkevenu Adonai, Eloheinu Yeshua, Hamidenu Shomrei, Numechaim. Ashkevenu Adonai, Eloheinu Yeshua, Hamidenu Shomrei, Numechaim. Oh, guide my steps and help me find my way. I need your shelter now. So wrap me in your arms and guide my steps and help me make this day a song of praise to you. So wrap me in your arms and guide my steps. Ashkevenu Adonai, Eloheinu Yeshua, Hamidenu Shomrei, Numechaim. Ashkevenu Adonai, Eloheinu Yeshua, Hamidenu Shomrei, Numechaim. On page 51. We love the positive reinforcing. This is perfect. I invite you to rise either in body or spirit as we join together for the Amidah on page 51. Open my lips, let my mouth declare your glory. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Leah, Elohei Rachel, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanova, Ha'el Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'Komei Hakol, V'Zochech Avot v'Imahot, U'mei V'Gula Livnei V'neihem, U'ma'an Shemo V'Ahava, Melech Uzer U'Moshiach U'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magin Ahava, V'Ezrat Sarah, Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechaye Hakol Atah Rav L'Hoshia, Mechakel Chaim V'Chesed, Mechaye Hakol V'Rachamim Rabim, Samech Noflim V'Rofei Cholim, U'Matir Asurim, U'Mekayem Emunato Mishnei Achai, Nichamocha Ba'al Gevurot, U'Melech, Melech Memit U'Mechayeh, U'Matzmiach Yeshua, V'Ne'eman Atah V'Hachayot Hakol, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayeh Ha'achol, Atah Kadosh Shimcha Kadosh, U'Kadoshim B'chol Yom Yahalucha Salah, Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh. I invite you to be seated. We're going to continue with the Shamru, which you will find at the bottom of page 55, our prayer for Shabbat. At this moment, I'm going to invite you to find some silence for prayer or meditation. You can use the words on the pages. We'll meet together on 61 in a minute. You can stand, you can sit, whatever feels good for you, and we'll join back together. We are going to take a moment now to think about all of the people in our community who are in need of healing of body and of mind and of spirit. We are thinking this evening of Barbara Saul, Joel Ben Moshe, Joyce Holbrook, Janice Book, Mickey Berg, Sharon Burns, Tom Rutan, Linda Tashbrook, Sheila Henkel, Carol Harrison, and Penny Mitchell. If there's anybody else you are thinking of this evening whose name you'd like to share with our community, in a second I will invite you to do so. If you're at home, I invite you to share those names aloud, either into the chat or in your space. As we go around the room, I invite you to either rise or raise your hand. As grateful as I am for us to be able to celebrate Shabbat together this evening, we are gathered here for many purposes. And I'm going to, I have a few words to say, of course, because, that's my whole deal. But Marsha, the president of our congregation, also has a few words to say as we honor our very special two women who have led and are leading us into the future. Is this on? Yes. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, well, I do because in case I got to turn around. Okay. Shabbat Shalom. Before I begin talking about Lorelei and Tessa, I want everyone to know that Carolyn Comrie was invited to be honored also this evening, but declined. As our interim executive director, Carolyn kept things running and did an outstanding job for us while we searched for a permanent replacement for Lorelei. We were so fortunate to have Carolyn, a longtime member, step up to take this role for us. But she is very humble and didn't want to be honored tonight. So it's not easy to adequately speak about Lorelei because she did such phenomenal work as our executive director for 12 years. Anytime someone had a question, she had the answer. She was never too busy to help with whatever was needed and had so many talents. She could learn the latest technology, knew about marketing, how to keep the expenses as low as possible, and her upbeat personality was valuable in her position. If she couldn't make it to an evening meeting, Lorelei joined in on Zoom, even with her 4 children, and I'm not sure how many dogs, vying for her attention. But sadly, all good things must come to an end. Lorelei has moved on to a more challenging position, and we are all happy for her. The Bergs are still members of CST, so we'll still see them around here. I hope you all join me in wishing Lorelei the best in her new position, even though we didn't want her to leave. Now, we welcome Tessa Goldberg as our new executive director. Tessa is experienced, having been an ED at 2 other area synagogues. She dove right in and took charge of the things that needed to be done with efficiency and productivity. We needed to find a new snow removal company. I had some quotes, and on her very first day at our executive committee meeting, when I began to talk about this, Tessa said, "Give them to me. That's my job." How happy did that make me? Tessa has a great work ethic, knows how to get work done, hired a wonderful administrative assistant who the rest of the professional staff is thrilled about, and Tessa knows lots about fundraising. Tessa is going to be a great asset to CST, and I hope you will all make an effort to get to know her soon. I enjoy her sense of humor and her ability to speak to people. If you're here on Sunday mornings when school is in session, Tessa will be here, her decision as part of her working hours. Our professional staff seems to be working well together, and Tessa is truly a team player. We couldn't ask for anyone better to join our community. So we're very lucky to have had Lorelei, and we're very lucky to welcome Tessa. Thank you, and Shabbat Shalom. Okay. There's going to be many opportunities for standing and clapping, so we can continue to stand and clap. That's a good idea. I love this. Oh. Woo-hoo-hoo! Yay! Oh, okay. Good, great. So I also want to, okay, so here's what I'm going to do, which is tie this all to the Torah portion. Lucky for me, the Torah portion this week is Miketz, which is, we are right in the middle of the story of Joseph being in charge of things in Egypt. Now, as you might recall, things were hard for Joseph at first, and then they were fine, and then they were great, and then they were bad again, and then they were okay. That's basically the summary. You could read more about it. Study, if you were hoping for the summary of the amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, there it is. So Joseph this leadership position in which he is helping to sustain the community, and not just Egypt, but communities around in the entire area are in famine. Everybody is in famine, and because he had these dreams, right, he knew this was coming, and said, hey, we got to start storing up this grain and all this food. And people they weren't 100% sure about it, but Pharaoh said, yeah, go ahead. And then Joseph was able to feed everybody in nearby communities, including his brothers. This story of sustaining communities is really, it just like popped right out at me. I was saying, was I talking to you on Tuesday? I was like, what am I going to talk about? And then I looked it up, I was like, damn it. This is the perfect thing. Because what Joseph was doing was not necessary. He was not Pharaoh. He wasn't in front of people, not necessarily leading. He was often behind the scenes doing the hard work to make sure that communities got to survive. And we actually in this room have the 3 executive directors of Shir Tikvah, past and present, who have helped us get to this moment where we are surviving today, and where we are thriving, where we are being sustained, where we are able to support this community and support one another. And so I'm really, truly grateful for all of you and all of the work that you have done. And I know that you all, many of you who have served on the board or who have served in volunteer roles or who have been on the committee, I mean, nobody at Shir Tikvah ever really comes into the building without picking up a chair or something. We know this because that's how our community works. But it is without the brains and the thoughtfulness of our executive directors, we would not be able to function. And I'm just, like, to be able to see Joanne and Lorelai and Tessa all in the same room is quite nice. I'm really grateful. Okay. As I promised I wasn't going to cry, so I'm not going to. It's going to be fine. Lorelai, when I took this job, I first of all took this job without ever coming to visit. And we met online, and we were meeting online for like the month before I started working. I think you and Sarah and I met like every other day, basically all of June, because what else were we doing? But I learned how to be a rabbi with your help, and watching the way that you take care of our people, watching the way that you answer calls and would answer my same question over and over about what is the deal with the rental situation and you're like, why are you asking me this? Like, send them to me. It's fine. You don't have to ask again. I'm just so grateful to have started my career with somebody so thoughtful, and I'm really grateful for the way in which I learned how to be in our community with you. So thank you. And Tessa, if you don't know this, is a friend of mine from Salsa. But you'll find out eventually. She's an incredible dancer, something else you should know. But I didn't know that she was going to apply for this position. We hadn't really talked about it. She just knew that we were in transition. And when Marcia called me to tell me this exciting news, I was like, what? And I'm so excited for the future. Tessa, I am like relieved does not even begin to cover it. I'm so deeply grateful that you are here with us, lending us your talents. So I want to just say to you both, thank you for leading us, for helping us in the lean times and helping us in the less lean times, and being with us and being present. And we are just so grateful to have you all as part of our community. So thank you both. If you would, on the front of the sheet are some blessings, which I would like to offer. So Tessa and Lorelai, if you would come up, we're going to all stand up and we're going to open the ark and offer some real blessings to our folks who have gotten us here and to our future. So the part that says congregation at the bottom, that's you. Okay. Parting blessing from Congregation Shir Tikvah to Lorelai. Holy source of light, we give thanks for service to our community these past 12 years. We are grateful for her listening ear, compassionate heart, and the myriad ways that she supported our community, seen and unseen, eggs peeled and unpeeled. We are grateful that through transition and challenging moments, through joy and sorrow, Laura Light shepherded Shir Tikvah with grace and thoughtfulness. Holy One, as Lorelai moves to the next stage of her career, grant her wisdom, strength, power, and patience. May she be fulfilled in her work. May she grow and continue to feel connected to you by serving your people. Amen. A welcome blessing to Tessa. Holy One of Blessing, grant your blessing to Tessa as she assumes the position of Executive Director of Congregation Shir Tikvah. Imbue her with wisdom and vision, diligence and integrity. Inspire her to work in pursuit of our community's greatest aspirations, even as she watches over its daily needs. As our ancestors said, in ein kemach, ein Torah. Without flour/sustenance, there is no Torah. May Tessa help to sustain and grow this community and its resources so we can engage in Torah, the spiritual and ethical essence of our people. We are thankful, Holy One, to embrace Tessa's leadership's dedication and commitment to the well-being of our congregation and to all who call it home. Grant success to her endeavors in the pursuit of our sacred mission. Come over here. Okay, everybody ready? Maybe that. You're right. Okay. God be with you. May God bless you with health and strength. May God bless your efforts with success. May God shine on you and through you. May God watch over you and shield you from all harm. May God bless the choices you make. May God bless the path you take. May you be a blessing to this world. And may blessings surround you now and always. Amen. Okay, good. I got it. Thank you both so much. We're so grateful. Oh, wait. Oh, no, I was wondering, Keith is usually here, but he wasn't. So I invite you all to take a seat. What do you think about a Shachianu moment? I think this is about right. I forgot to put it on the list, but Keith is used to my shenanigans, so. It's happening. May we have many more Simchas to celebrate together as a community as we look toward the future. Thank you all. Thank you both. Really, truly. We're going to continue with Aleinu, which you will find on page 76 if you have the Siddur, which should be closer to yours than mine was. I did. You're correct. I think you all to rise. Oh, it's on 74. It's not on 76. You're right. Thank you. Aleinu l'shabach l'adon hakol l'tet gedula l'yotzer rashid shelo asanu k'lei haratzot v'lo asamanu k'mishpachot ha'adama shelo samchokenu kachem v'go parnu k'chol on page 76. Hold on to what is good, even if it is a handful of earth. Hold on to what you believe, even if it is a tree which stands by itself. Hold on to what you must do, even if it is a long way from here. Hold on to life, even when it is easier letting go. Hold on to my hand, even when I have gone away from you. This week we are in a period of shloshim, the first 30 days of mourning for Carol Koski, with the late Ralph Koski, after whom our outdoor sanctuary is named, sister-in-law of Joe and Richard Koski. We are also in a period of shloshim for Dr. Robert Mast, stepfather of Lorelei, father-in-law of Seth, and grandfather of Charlie and Zachary and Genevieve and Maxwell, and dear husband of Kathy. This week we also recall the yard-sites, the anniversaries of the deaths of Warren Eder, father of Marshall Leibson, Gerald Grodsky, brother of Larry Grodsky, Edward Saraki, father of Karen Sage, Victor Hurwitz, father of Keith Hurwitz, David Peacock, father of Charles Peacock, Abraham Gross, father of Kenneth Gross, David Krongold, cousin of Penny Michelin, Marie Littman, mother of Larry Littman, Sidney Heyman, father of Sharon Carter, Jean Silverman, mother of Harriet Silverman. We're also in a period of shloshim for Karen Frederick Hills, sister of Sandy Walker. If there's anybody else whose name you'd like to share with our community at this time, I invite you to do so. I'm also thinking of Jeff Stern tonight, whose website was yesterday. And I invite you to rise and join us for the Moorish Kaddish Tom on page 78. Yitkadal, Yikadash, Shmei Rabbah, Ve'alma Divarach, Hirutei, V'yamlich Malchutei, V'chayechon, V'chayei D'chol Beit Yisrael, V'agalah Uvizman Kariv, V'yimru, Amen. Yehi Shmei Rabbah, Mevarach, Le'olam, Olamei Almaya, Yiparach, V'yishtabach, V'yipa'ar, V'yitromam, V'yitnaseh, V'yitzadar, V'yitzaleh, V'yitzalal, Shmei Dekudashah, Brechu. Le'ela min kol berchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, ta'amiran be'alma, v'yimru, Amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'yimru, Amen. Oseh shalom b'ramah, v'yaseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'yimru, Amen. May the source of peace bring peace to all who mourn and comfort to all who are bereaved here and everywhere, to which we say, Amen. I want you to be seated one last time. We are going to conclude this service with Tefillah Haderech, page 81. We are going to, at the bottom there, we're going to sing together. Tefillah Haderech. As Keith did a little fixing up there, I want to say thank you to him for the music that he always brings, for the shenanigans that he puts up with from me, and for his general kindness of doing this and helping us make the service feel even more holy. And thank you for the putting together Oneg to the board. Oh, I forgot the announcements. Here we go. On behalf of the Board of Trustees and our members, I'd like to extend a special welcome. I should have had you do this while you were up here. So all of you. So I want to thank you to the CST Board for sponsoring the Oneg honoring Lorelei and Tessa and Carolyn. And I want to say thank you to our board for 100% participation in our Hanukkah appeal. On Sunday, December 17th, which is 2 days from now, Sundays at Shul presents Mass Incarceration in the U.S., a Shir Tikvah Justice series. We are going to be hearing from two really incredible speakers, Felicia and Ryan Waters, and I really hope you'll try to make an effort to be here, or if you're here already, because you're here on Sunday mornings, I invite you to stay. It's going to be incredible. They are with Safe and Just Michigan, and it's really a meaningful program, so I hope you'll join us. This is our last weekend of Family Ed, and we will come back on the 7th of January. And if you are interested in hosting or attending an Israel discussion group, contact me or Tessa, and you can see my article in the Schreier from last month for details. We're going to join together at the bottom of page 81. A song for all of us as we continue to, Tessa, thank you for blessing our community with your presence, and Laura, I thank you for everything you have done for us. This prayer is for all of you and all of us together. May we be blessed as we go on our way. May we be guided in peace. May we be blessed with health and joy. May this be our blessing. Amen. 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 May this be our blessing. Amen. 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 May this be our blessing. Amen. May we be sheltered by the wings of peace. May we be kept in safety and in love. May grace and compassion find their way to every soul. May this be our blessing. Amen. 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 May this be our blessing. Amen. 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 May this be our blessing. Amen. Would any of you birds like to come up and help with Kiddush and Motzi? Until you do this blessing, there will be you cannot eat, so you're standing in the way of a lot of Jews and a lot of snacks. Come on. Come on, you can do it. Yay, thank you, birds. We recognize that being executive director does not just take a toll on your own life, but on the life of your entire family, who we are so lucky to have seen grow up here, who continue to grow up here. And so we are thrilled to have you all as part of our community, as you know. This is the world's smallest amount of grape juice. Okay, well, one of you is going to have to, really just make it. Baruch Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, Amen. On behalf of your whole family, enjoy your one sip of grape juice. There you go. You're really made a meal out of that, bud. Oh, no. Okay. 5 seconds. 5 seconds. Okay, it's all yours, man. Can we hold this? Wait, why don't you say the blessing before you read the power? What do you think? Motzi lechamin haaretz, we give thanks to God for bread, and voices rising song together, as our joyful prayer is said. Baruch Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, Motzi lechamin haaretz. Amen. Hanukkah one. I know technically Hanukkah's over now, but I really love the eyebrows on this guy. Next one, did you help with one of these? Did you help with this one? No, because you're great now. That's right. You have made them in the past. Thank you both so much. Thank you everybody for putting this together. And Shabbat Shalom may be a Shabbat feast for all of us. Please join us for a little rush. Shabbat Shalom, everybody. What? You wanted to piss. Oh, yeah. Yeah, please. You drink? No, you don't get to keep it. You gotta wait for your bar mitzvah to get it. I truly can't explain. Thank you. Thank you for coming. Thank you for it. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, thanks. I'm so glad you're here. It's nice to be together. Wow, this jacket is awesome. Where did this come from? From where? Anti-Florian? I thought so. Yeah. I felt like this said Anti-Florian to me. Perfect. Yeah, I love it. It's perfect. It's a perfect jacket. This is very good. Yes. Would you like to pass it around, see if anybody else wants a little bite? Maybe your brother?